That was Steve Hawk and his song Love Sick in the Basement. With me now is Terry Blair from Para Bellum. We're going to discuss event that he's involved with. Ha! Where is that coming from? Let's try that again. Could you hear that, Terry?
I got nothing. No, I didn't hear nothing.
Okay, so apparently I had it open, the YouTube open, and it started playing while I was talking.
Nice.
All right, let's try that again. That was Steve Hawk and his track Love Sick in the Basement. With me now is Terry Blair from Para Bellum, and we're going to talk about the event that he has going on this Saturday called A Salute to the Two Veterans.
Two veterans.
First of all, let's talk about your band lineup so everybody understands how near and dear this is going to be to you.
Our lineup is we are predominantly all veterans. With myself, Kate, and Lee are Air Force veterans. Eric's a Marine veteran, and Amanda's an Army veteran. So it's very near and dear to us. We all come from have gone through the same veterans group in Butler as well, the Veteran X program, and we've gone through there, and that's how we kind of met each other. So for the most part.
What is that program? The Veteran X?
The Veteran X program. It's a peer support group. It helps veterans in need, and it's other veterans helping other veterans. We use our shared experiences and stuff like that, things we've been through to help people maybe going through the same thing. So it's basically veterans helping veterans is what it is, because we kind of understand, and most of us have been either there or in similar situations, and so we have a better understanding of what they're going through.
So the show, A Salute to Veterans, is at the Lyndora Hotel this Saturday,
Yes, sir.
12th. Start time 6 p.m. Is that correct?
The doors are going to open at 6, and we're going to have Jen go on around 6:30.
Why don't you go ahead and since you mentioned Jen, go ahead and mention all the acts that are involved.
We have Jen Romano, and she's a comedian. She was pretty active down in Texas in the local scene for a lot of years on the comedy circuit. We have a great band out of Pittsburgh called the Wire Riots, which Adam and Michael are both veterans. Adam's actually still currently serving in the Army. We have obviously Utah Burgess's band, his tribute to his friend Mo Nelson, and the Mo Show band, which they're fantastic. We have our band, Para Bellum, and then what I happen to think is the best Motley Crue tribute band out there in the area right now is Steel City Crew's going to close the night out for us.
So the show benefits veterans. How does that work? Like where?
I switch up my charitable organizations every now and again. This year, we're all our proceeds are going towards Guitar for Vets, and it's a program that uses essentially the healing power of music, to help veterans. Veteran wants to learn how to play guitar. We give them a guitar. We teach them how to play, and there's something spiritual and musical and healing about music when you learn how to play. And it's a process that's really taken off, and it's really helped a lot of people. Both it gives them something to do, and then it's just it's another tool in the arsenal, but it's a very effective one and a coping tool.
This is how many? I know you've done it, like it's a reoccurring event. Which number is this? Do you know?
This is number 6, I believe. I had to skip 1 year. We closed out for COVID, so this would be 7th year, but COVID. I had to cancel one show.
So it's for people that aren't familiar with Lyndora. It's like right. It's Butler, right?
It's essentially in the heart of Butler. Right as you come across the viaduct heading in towards in town, it's right there on the left-hand side. I think they call it Picklegate Crossing or something now. I don't know. I always called it the viaduct. But as soon as you come across the bridge off of Route 8, it's right there at the end of the bridge. And
I
big
want
white
to.
building, big white sign says Lyndora.
I'm trying to think where I was recently. I saw it and I was like, "Wow, I haven't been there in a while." It wasn't when I was at Speed Freaks and Lost in Butler. What else was I doing? Wow. It's been more recent than that, but I can't remember where I was. Like, and it was scene related for sure because
No.
That's the only reason I go up there. now
Well,
that I don't go to Slippery Rock and have to drive through Butler.
it wasn't for us, so it was somebody else you had going on down there.
Yeah, it'll come to me, when we're not on the air anymore.
Oh yeah, as soon as we hang up, it'll pop right in.
I used to go there quite a bit because After the Fall would play there, Cage was there. That was a while ago though.
Yeah.
That was pre my kids being alive, and they're 14 and 12. How do you determine the lineup?
Really, I just I have, after for doing this so long, I have a lot of bands that reach out when I announce that I'm doing it, that want to do it, and I try the best I can is to get bands that I know will be receptive, and will understand and be respectful to the cause. I like to have a couple bands that have veterans in it, just to kind of tie it all together. But realistically, I'm looking for bands with good people, that respect the cause, and that's I more like drawing names out of a hat. You pull all these bands in that want to play, and you kind of pull them out of a hat. And yeah, I think they would go over really well, and they understand what we're doing, and they respect what we're doing, and they'll help us honor it the right way.
So it just occurred to me, can you hear me? Because my microphone's laying over there.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, good. I just looked over. I'm like, what's that blue light? That's the kind of day I'm having today.
Nice.
So before I let you go, I saw on I don't know if it was your personal feed or Para Bellum's feed that this week was the 2-year anniversary for I Die Alone, which we're going to play next.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to give just a quick description of that track before we play?
I Die Alone was one of the first songs I wrote, and I wrote it about veteran PTSD and suicide, and I wrote it from a veteran's perspective, from somebody going through the process, and the feelings that are associated with that and how you feel. And I've used my shared experiences and then talking with other vets, their shared experiences, and put it all into a song. And this is what it feels like, and it's we've got a lot of really great reception off of it. We've won last year. We won the Veteran Affairs Festival of Arts for the songwriting in that one, for I Die Alone, and and the amount of people that have reached out and said, hey, this is good. It's meaningful. Thank you. It's phenomenal, and it was something I wasn't expecting when I wrote it, because I wrote it on a more personal level. But the fact that someone can say, hey, you know what? Thank you. It helps. It's humbling.
So what we're going to do is we're going to end the show tonight listening to I Die Alone. After the track, you will hear John American Hill Jack Lane tell you how you can subscribe, leave comments, and all those kind of things. When that happens, you'll know we are done. But that doesn't mean that you should leave the station that you're tuned in on, because you might hear your next favorite unsigned and independent band. My name has been Bill. Terry, thank you for hanging out with me.
Thanks, Bill.
And we'll catch you next Friday. And you can check us out each and every Friday. And you can go to buildascene.com for information on everything we talked about tonight or in any episode. And we'll see you next time.